Babylon was to shut down right now, really speaking as a man, what would you need? Seriously, if Babylon was to shut down, no more supermarkets. We have no more of that. What would you go and feed family? What would you go eat? You would go fishing, wouldn't you? You would go fishing, and you would probably get one of them chickens running the fuck around and probably start, harvesting chickens. This is the reality. You can have fruit, that's cool, but that won't be enough and sufficient. So the reality of the circumstances is that we're going to be eating. If the supermarket was not there, and you had to go get your own food right now outside, first thing you're going to do is go what? Fishing.
Morning.
So it is what it is. We might as well start.
So we're listening to Nature Nut change his mind about everything, and the people are not happy about it. I'll tell you the truth. So now he's talking about he's no longer vegan, and they're no longer sticking to the B6 diet. So now they're implementing fish and chicken into their diet. And you remember that one of the qualifications of of joining carbonation was that you have to follow the B6 diet. Just notice about my sweater. Hold on, give me a second.
What would you eat? Right. And that's a fact, but the meat that they're selling, for everybody that's watching, you gotta be careful. That's why you gotta go to the because out here it's farming. You know what I'm saying? It's home natural farming. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Local farming. Whereas where you at is so saturated with so much bullshit. You gotta be careful. And on top of that, brother, you got carbonation Africa. Y'all going to Africa, right? And over there,
I'm not going to no Africa.
Over there. Wow,
sorry, and my daughter's on the phone, so she's being rude.
Yes. Absolutely. Yeah, man. Rambo had that right there. But look, we about to cross the set right now. We about to cross the set. Tune in, Alright, peace, brother. I love myself. I love myself. Peace. Alright, she said, what's your name? You know her name on there? We're about to send you a request.
So he's live and talking about trying to convince everybody that not only is he no longer polygamous, but he's also pescatarian now. So a lot of the people that it's going to start over. I'm sure he's going to go back and start it over. But a lot of the people that have been following him and that he has convinced to give up meat out of their diets and told them about. All these light-skinned niggas try to attack you. He's something else. But he's telling them that it's no longer about being vegan, because what if the world system shuts down and there's nothing else to eat? What are they going to do? They're going to go to the market and they're going to eat what's available to them. Okay, so what's the difference between eating out there, fish and potatoes or whatever out there, and eating it here? If you're going to follow whatever the world system is doing, and whatever goods and services are provided, it's going to be the same wherever you go. It's not like I just hit your inbox. The United States is the only person that's exchanging goods. It doesn't make sense. He does it to justify what he's standing for at this particular time. But here, take a listen. She's right here. Her name is Kashay Collins on Facebook. Oh, wow. They don't know that Kashay is actually. Her name is Kashay Collins. If y'all want to watch it on that end, but I'm going to have her here. Kashay Collins is actually the young lady that Pice had pregnant and sent back, but he doesn't know her by her name. And so now, this is a trick. What's Shazette is actually Sonny. Sonny was sent back by Nature Boy. He's so ignorant that he doesn't realize that it's actually Kashay. And so this is about to be cute. Tag her in this live because she got me up here
looking for her on Facebook.
Pice is getting nervous.
Flashlight when she just told
Pice is getting nervous.
That her for real? Yeah, that's her for real. That was her for real. That's a factory. I know it was. Can somebody hit her up and tell her I'm hitting her up on her inbox on Facebook?
Oh, this is about to be a RNM. Yeah, this is gonna be a mess.
I'm already in her inbox.
Yeah, he's feeling nervous right now, so this is gonna be interesting. This is the one that Pice has pregnant. And she's like about 8 or 9 months pregnant now. And yeah, she's about 8. He's saying he's nervous. She's about 8 or 9 months pregnant. And he sent her back, and now he's with another woman.
Facebook is Eligio Bishop.
Here it is. Okay, I'm going to be quiet.
She hasn't answered my inbox, which is retarded because she just hit me up. So I'm not understanding. No, well, maybe she didn't get my inbox. She got to add me as a friend first. You want me to hit her up? Like, add she as a friend? Yeah.
No, he's gonna send a text and tell her.
I don't know what's wrong with
she better not call. This is crazy.
Because she just told me to add her on Facebook. Or maybe I'm being trolled.
No, you ain't being trolled, bro.
Maybe that wasn't her. He said it was. That was her? She said 444? Yeah, that's her. She changed her name. She said 444. Where are you at? Hello. We about to move on for the day because she playing games. You was just in the room. What's going on? She died. Oh, shit ain't done. All right, so we're gonna move on because obviously there's some games going on. What? That little check means she seen some shit. That little blue check beside it. No, that means it was delivered. That don't mean she see it. When she see it, it's gonna pop down. That means she's seen it. Yeah, that is delivered to her. That don't mean that she's seen it. She's seen it. It's like acting now. Oh, there she goes. She hit me back.
Oh, she's gonna call. She has some stuff to say. She's hurting. She's 9 months pregnant with your baby.
Off the Wi-Fi.
Off the Wi-Fi, try.
Here we go, goddamn.
Oh yeah, get ready for it. You deserve it.
Because I'm on a computer. I'm gonna send you the live. You still? Yeah, I'm gonna send it live on the computer. I know how to do this. No. It's okay. You are fine. You are absolutely fine.
This is really crazy. It's really disrespectful.
Don't get nervous now, nigga. No, I'm just wondering. Not even.
Now, how is he gonna tell him not to get nervous when he was the one that made the girl go home because she wasn't productive and he wasn't about to take care of her baby? He is such. Oh my God. This is crazy. You sent this girl home 9 months pregnant with this man's baby, and then you put him with another woman, another wife, and start them a whole new trial and make this new woman a cheapest. And she's not supposed to feel some kind of way. I mean, really. She's feeling like, okay, this is crazy. And then this woman sitting next to you, and it's almost like they're almost mirror twins of each other. They are so similar in so many ways. All of them like little boys with the haircut.
We're starting this live over here on Facebook. And we're gonna add her.
Hey, babe.
What's her name again?
How you doing? I'm glad you dropped in, Mama. I am streaming Nature Boy live, and he's about to do an interview, so just listening in.
What's up? Let me see if I can get her in here.
Just listening in for this. This is going to be interesting, to say the least. You okay today, Tanya?
When she get in the building, I should be able to add her. Hold on real quick, y'all.
Girl, so well, he's changed a little bit. He's trying to.
I'm trying to get her in the building. Hold on real quick.
While he's doing that, just to bring you up to speed really quick, he's trying to connect the call now. But so Velvet had left and came back to the States and stayed for about 6 months or something like that, I guess. And so now she's back at Carbonation, changed everything around. So he's no longer polygamous. He's monogamous, and she's the only wife, and everybody else has their own individual wives, singular, and each of them are a tribe now. Yeah, she went back, girl. She went back. It's crazy. After, well, I'll have to go through that later, but after misleading Olmec and playing with his mind and playing with other people is just terrible. But Olmec got away good, to be honest. But now, Pice, who was with Sonny and had a baby on the way, and his Sonny's baby should be due any day. Nature Boy made her go back to Jamaica. So when he sent him back to Jamaica, he put Pice with one of his former directs. So and made her a chiefess to Pice being a chief. So now she's calling in the Sonny, the wife in Jamaica, or the pregnant girl in Jamaica, is trying to call in so that they can have a RNM, they call it a real ninja moment, with Chief and Pice and Malia, which it'll be interesting to see what questions she'll have and whether or not she's had the baby. But she, Velvet is back. She's running things. He's no longer polygamous. Now he's monogamous. They're no longer on the B6 diet. Now they're eating meat. He's interviewing with Pice. Pice and Malia, which are a couple in Carbonation now. But the girl that's calling in is Sunny, or her name is Cachette Collins. That's her real name. But she's the one that's pregnant by Pice. That's been 8 months. She's 9 months along. And Nature Boy made her go back because she wasn't being financially productive. So he made her go home because he was like, I'm not taking care of you and your baby or whatever. And so Pice made some weak excuse why she left and all this, that, and the other. But now, somebody said Pice is happy as fuck right now. Now, he's live on IG now. That's what I'm streaming. But the call hasn't connected. They're having problems connecting the call. That's why I'm talking now. They're having problems connecting the call. So they're just basically sitting there.
Okay. His video or his video? It's connecting to her video right now. She in Jamaica, so we might have to do a phone conversation. Because right now, the camera on that laptop that she's using is not good. It's gonna be blurry, very blurry. So we'll just use the call. How about that? We'll use the call. Said you nervous and anxious, bro. What? All of that. I'm interested to see what's. Come close. He said. I was interested in what's about to be
immortal dot chief dot. Immortal dot chief dot. Girl. Because I can't. I wear glasses. Is that a dot between? Yeah, it's a dot between everything. Immortal dot chief dot and dot chiefess. That's the IG name. Let me type.
Now let's do December 21st, the earliest, the latest, January 6th. So this month.
I'm sorry, they spelled cheap.
I'm trying to contact her. I think we're calling at the same time.
I hope I typed it right. And they're trying to connect with her.
Damn, Jamaica, your internet ain't working at all, bro.
He know her phone number. Call her on the phone.
Oh, bro.
And put her on speaker.
You want to try to call her tomorrow?
This is a mess. I'm not streaming his video, his live video, but I'm pausing it in between and streaming parts of it. But honey, if they shut it down, I'll go to my next page because he is full with cut off anyway. He's
You want to try to call her tomorrow?
I don't know. It's stopping. But I will give him his credit. Think about him. Now somebody else started. This is crazy. Trying to do it keeps getting interrupted.
This is a better phone right here, bro. This phone.
It's chopping up and the video is pausing probably because somebody is calling in on his phone. But at any rate, girl, I am not thinking about him. He don't know who I am to come and record it, so him or his peons. But now a lot of his followers are really upset because oh now
okay,
she's
what's going on? What's up? What do you want to call in for? Talk about. What's really going on? You want a closure? Understanding of what's going on. You know what? We're gonna move this to the living room so we can get a better signal. Okay? Hold on. Okay? Alright. Okay. Hey, who's on the Wi-Fi? Get off the Wi-Fi.
That's always trying to get in trouble being on the Wi-Fi every time.
Y'all off the Wi-Fi? All right, y'all sit right here. We got your set on the line, y'all. Set interview. Okay. Okay. Is everybody streaming clear? Is everybody coming in clear? Are we coming in thumbs up if we coming in clear on IG? Everybody off the Wi-Fi. Because it's, why don't you sit over there with your wife? Or get a chair. Thumbs up. We coming in clear. Shasette, can you hear us? Yeah, I can hear you. All right, good. Everything is coming in clear now. So now you have the floor. You're live on IG. Heist is here. Malia is here. Now we just gotta start the interview. So what's going on? What kind of questions did you want to ask? Basically, I just wanted closure and clarity. Because I got up this rising and I clicked on your video. It's like manifest whatever. So I'm in your thing talking about myself. I want my family. You know what I'm saying? I want my child, whatever. And start off my day like that. Can I as soon as I it was Millennium Pike's interview. And I was just trying to figure out, like, can y'all please? I just want to know. Go ahead. That's how he truly feels.
Okay, baby.
That's how he truly feels about what?
Enjoy your day. Be blessed.
About us, like, he just, I don't know, like, I see it like this nonchalant, like, he don't really care. Or, like, he just getting up and leaving that, like, you know what I'm saying, moving on. Did we not offer you to come back? Yes, and I said I didn't want to come back. So why does it matter then? And why does it matter? I want to understand if we offered you to come back and you said I don't want to come back, why does it matter how he feels?
Okay.
If he asked you to come back, right? And we said, Gisette, come on back home, blah, blah, blah. You said, I don't want to. Why does it matter? Why are you even watching anymore? Still the father, like. So if he's still the father, why don't you want to be with him then? I do want to be with him. I just don't want to be there. Why don't you want to be here? Because I feel like I wasn't grown in that environment and I didn't feel comfortable here and I didn't like how things was going. So. You didn't grow in this environment, why? Because it was uncomfortable for me. What was uncomfortable about it?
You know.
I don't know. I feel like people really didn't get to say how they truly feel. And wait, hold on, Sis. I'm asking you a question right now. You said that people didn't get to say what they truly felt, but did I open up the avenue to let them do that? Did I always encourage everybody to keep it all the way the fuck real? Do I keep it the fuck real? Yeah, but it's like you already know how your energy is. You already know who you are. They're gonna just be like, you know what? I'm gonna be real and say something. They're not. You know that. So why didn't you say something? Because I was like that too. All right, so is that my fault that if y'all don't want to speak up and say how y'all really feel when I tell you to keep it real, if y'all keeping it fake, I'm not blaming you. I'm not blaming you. She said, Nana kept it real. Joy kept it real. A couple people kept it real up in here. Boomy kept it real. A lot of people kept it real. I'm saying, why did you keep it real? And if that's the case, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I don't have an environment where I'm like, yo, y'all can't keep it real with me. I encourage that you keep it real. Now, if you fake, you fake. If you a fake person, you a fake person. That ain't got nothing to do with me in the environment. That has everything to do with you. If you real, you gonna be real wherever you go. It don't matter. It don't matter if you're in front of chief, if you're in front of the fucking judge. You real, you real. So you saying this environment, what does other people have to do with you in place? That's what you asked me why don't I want to come back, and that's what I'm explaining to you. Right, what I'm saying to you, in this environment, you're always encouraged to communicate, stay consistent, and always what? Huh? You already said communicate. No, you gotta stay consistent, communicate, and what? What's your set? Hello? What are the 3 C's? Hello? What are the 3 C's, she said? Hello? What are the 3 C's, she said? Yeah, because it echoed. Yeah, I know she heard me. You're saying hello right now, you're being fake in this moment. So we already know you can hear because it echoed. Right, no, it didn't echo because it played out the shit. Let's keep it real on a reason why you don't want to come back. Let's keep it real on that. Like, don't try to make it seem like you just saying stuff that was already been said, like Nana said. But you can't say what Nana said because Nana's back now. So you can't use those lines no more. So let's keep it on the way. It doesn't mean it wasn't true what she said. It wasn't true. It wasn't true because if you're real, it doesn't matter if you're real or not. If you're real, no matter where you go, you real. Ain't nobody gonna stop you from saying what the fuck you want to say and doing what the fuck you want to do. Stop blaming me for your own, and that's what people need to understand. People can't come here and blame me for their fucking failures. You failed.
Wow.
So take responsibility. I'm going to hold you responsible. Okay. Don't try to blame it on the environment. Don't try to blame it on the environment. Don't try to blame it on other people. You failed, and that's it. You kept it fake, and that's it. You wasn't keeping it real, and that's it. Don't try to blame the environment. I don't want to come back there. Why? Because we made you keep it real, and you found it hard to keep it real here? Because I made you keep it real, but you found it hard to be real, so that you said, I don't want to go back there because people don't say how they really feel. Listen, I never encourage nobody not to say how they really feel. Actually, I don't want no fake shit around me.
That's like the contrary.
I don't want no fake shit around me, period. So I encourage people to be real, but I can't make people be real that's fake. If you a fake motherfucker, then eventually you're going to get the fuck out of here. You're going to leave. And it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. It's a matter of time. If you are a fake motherfucker, then you're going to bounce. You know why? Because this environment encourages that you keep it real. And you were one of those people that were always hiding, never talking about how you really truly felt, and then you left. The reason why you want to come back here is because you know I'm going to force you to keep it real. That's what the real nigga moment is for. That's what this talking shit is for right now. Come on, man. I don't care who you are. Ain't nobody gonna stop you from being real if you real. Okay. Point blank period. So let's cut that. Let's nip that in the bud right now, because you're not about to throw dirt on my name ever.
Your name is always already
around me
dirty.
to keep it real, and if you don't keep it real, guess what? You usually be the motherfucker that have to leave, and you are the motherfucker that have to leave. And the reason why you don't want to come back is because you gotta keep it real here. You thought you can walk around here, be quiet, and eventually, guess what? All your little weaknesses popped out. You were scared to fall. You were scared to jump off the cliff. All your little fears was hidden. Everything that you hid, it eventually came to the surface. And when you had to keep it real, you couldn't, so you had to go. And that's why you don't want to come back. Let's keep it real on that. Don't try to shit on my name, nigga. You already know what it is. That's the truth. So moving forward, you and Pice. Why? What's up with you and Pice? What's up? He right here. What's up, Pice? Chilling. If y'all say something dumb in the room, you getting blocked. Fuck y'all. I really don't give a fuck what you talking about. It's my life. Ain't nobody about to shit on me. Fuck out of here. Right, like how? Period. You're not about to shit on me. I helped you, nigga. Right. You know what I'm saying? When I was locked up, you ain't even go live for me. Tell the world how real you kept it when I got fucking locked up. I looked out for you. You feel me?
And this same way he's acting with her, it's the same way he's gonna act with Philip.
You the fake one.
Give it a week.
I'm not the fake one. I keep it all the way 100, homie.
It's the same way.
Fake gotta get away from me.
Same way.
So fuck all y'all people in this room. You gonna get blocked. Say some stupid shit. Period. What up? He right here. What's up? It's like
that's why she couldn't talk.
Right now,
this is the way he's acting right now.
I'm like moving forward type shit. Like all that shit we went through, it's hurt. It's just pain. It's like shit sucks, but it is what it is. Like when you was hitting me up when I was trying to get you to come back and shit like that, the whole time you was like y'all all seen me. Y'all all seen me. It's like we got phones. We all be logging into each other's phones. So anytime you text it, some bullshit, it popped up on everybody's phone. So it was like everybody knows that you're a demon. Like you be saying, like you go to really low places. And every time you did that, it hurt.
Yo, so pause real quick. Somebody said, here it goes, all about you. Nigga, everything that's going on in here is about me. What the fuck is you talking about? That's my life. Y'all watching my life. These are all extensions of me. What are you talking about? This is my business. Everything that you see going on here is my life.
Tendencies popping up. The horns slowly coming up.
Everything that the reason why you know shit said, the reason why you know Pice is because of me. And it all falls back on me. If something happened, guess what y'all gonna blame? Y'all gonna blame me. But y'all ain't gonna blame me. I'm gonna hold these individual motherfuckers in my life for what the fuck they did wrong. And y'all gonna do the same since y'all don't wanna do it. Y'all wanna look at shit saying like, oh, she's pregnant, she's a woman. Listen, you're not gonna hold her responsible, then I will. I have to defend myself. No one's gonna defend Chief. It's sad but true. I have to defend my own fucking self because no one's gonna defend me. Nigga, I take the blame for everything these grown ass folks do here. And I'm tired of it. It's not happening no more. It's a new day. Chicken on the grill.
Here comes the cheapness, y'all. Here comes that chicken on the grill. See?
I gotta defend myself.
He's so fake. Oh my God.
The bad person when I'm trying to help people.
That's why I was like,
these niggas got their own minds. These their own individuals. Niggas is who they are. Hold them responsible. It's always maliciously. Well, no, why aren't you acting like you? You're not stepping up and saying I'm responsible for my own self. You saying I don't want to be in the environment because they think. Listen. Yeah, what I'm saying. It's not for you. So why did it take for if it wasn't for you? If it wasn't for you, why did it take for me to let you go rather than you leave? How come you stayed so long rather than leaving if it wasn't for you? You thought I was on what?
Thought you was the truth.
You thought I was the truth? Nigga, I'm the truth right now talking to you. That's why you keep watching me. What you talk about? You turned me on this morning when you woke up. I am the truth. You know what the truth is. Don't you ever disrespect me. I am the truth. That's why you turned me on today.
They come to HNIC.
Listen, one thing you're not going to do is disrespect me. You thought I was the truth. So when did you figure out I wasn't the truth? And why did you leave? How come we had to let you go? When did you figure out we was the truth? When I wasn't the truth. Why did you tell me I wasn't the truth to my face? Why did you say, yo, Chief, you ain't the truth? I'm out. I'm leaving.
Because you would have smacked her.
You feel me? So that's
and her husband wasn't going to stand up for nobody.
So at what point did you really? Man, I ain't got nothing to prove to these people, man. They just fake. She's fake. Fuck her. Like that, you know. You feel me? I'm like, I was the truth. Who the fuck is you? If I'm the truth, if I ain't the truth, who are you? Why you watching me then? You feel me? Why didn't you leave when you was here, my nigga? If I was fake, why didn't you leave? Why we had to kick you out? Why we had to let you go? Because you was fake. You're fake. You ain't talking about us, nigga. Like, you're not shitting on my name. You're not shitting on my name ever. I'm the truth. You feel me? And if I ain't the truth, I'm becoming the truth. How about that? You feel me? You feel me? I don't care. I don't care about that. I'm not talking to a pregnant woman. I'm talking to the character of a person, a character. I'm talking to the character of a person, not a pregnant woman. I'm talking to the character. I'm not talking to a pregnant woman. I'm talking to the character of a being, talking to a being. I'm talking to myself, and I'm rebuking all demons. You're not about to play me on this phone. Like, we ain't look out for you. We gave you chance after chance after chance live in public. We gave you, you didn't know the knowledge. You was full of fear. You didn't know anything. You would not change. And so we let your fake ass go. Period. And I said to anybody, we gonna let you go. You wasn't a match for us. So now when we said, Aisha said, we give you another chance, come back. You're like, I don't want to come back. Don't say it's not because it's a fake environment. No, you're fake. You're the one that don't want to face yourself and face your demons. I gotta defend myself. I gotta speak up for myself because can't nobody do it like I do. So if you don't like the fact that I'm over talking her, because I ain't having no bullshit. Y'all sat here and watched her be scared to jump off the cliff and do what she's supposed to do and face her fears and know the knowledge. When it came to the knowledge, you ain't know it, none of that stuff. And then after that, it was other stuff. It was just kept being other stuff. You've been with us for a minute. You was reluctant to grow. You was lying in certain situations. You know what I'm talking about. You was lying in certain situations. You were reluctant to grow. Every time I look at you, you was not communicating. You was walking around here, like mysterious, never really opening up. Like just creeping around, just not even opening up to talking and becoming more. Like you've been here for a while long, and I was telling you, listen, you gotta grow to do what you need to do, or you can't be here. Everybody has to be a part of growth, and you were just sneaking around, just like acting like you ain't have to grow. And listen, number one, when I let people in my life. No, I'm not saying that everybody can be on camera. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you had other talents like writing. You had other. I gave you the name Sis-Lo because Sis-Lo was Thor's wife, and she could write. And I was like, yo, Thor was a writer. I'm like, write then. This nigga Trudon wrote like 3 books. And he still does video.
I cannot express my energies the way I want to just by writing repeating what you said. I told him that I wrote something.
Who asked you to repeat what I said? Who asked you to write them? I didn't ask you to write them.
Oh my God.
That's how he said the book is written.
Yeah, the book is written like that, but he also fixes a lot of stuff that's in it and edits. But it doesn't matter. What I'm saying is that you wasn't at
So
service
he
and we
didn't
couldn't
write a
utilize you
book, he
here.
edited
What I'm
books.
saying to you. In my life and anybody else's
Big
life,
difference.
I don't care who you have in your life, make sure that it's a win-win for both of y'all. You're not gonna just have somebody just smooching. Like, yo, you're gonna have to be working for the kingdom. We working for each other. I told you, like, listen, you're gonna have to write. You're gonna have to write. You feel me? I don't live my life for other people. People looking in my life, not understanding what's going on in my life. I'm not living my life. I know what the fuck going on. And I don't owe nobody no explanation. I'm just trying to tell you straight up, you and I both know you wasn't growing. And you said it yourself, I wasn't growing in that environment. So why didn't you leave? Why did you have to get kicked out and then you feel spoiled about it like, oh well, instead of you saying, you know what? I got kicked out because I wasn't growing and I wasn't facing my demons and I was full of fear and I wasn't keeping up with the knowledge and I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do. You feel me? I wasn't. Period.
So I'm the only one.
You're the only one what?
That wasn't growing?
In the time that you have, how long was you here, she said?
How long was Mama Aya there? Mama Aya barely talks to you.
Whoa, you want to see what Mama Aya has done in carbonation? Whoa, I know you're not talking about Mama Aya. Do you know Mama Aya has a whole YouTube? A whole fucking YouTube? Give me the iPad. Mama Aya, pull up your body of work. She's quiet, but she's working. You're not. She done knocked out everybody's astrology. Ask her anybody's astrology here, and ask her the knowledge. She know the knowledge. I know you're not comparing yourself to Aya. What? How long have you been here? And what was your attributes toward carbonation? What have been your attributes to carbonation?
That's some real shit.
Don't close it.
A cook. No. That's not what I'm talking about. We don't need a cook. We got plenty of cooks. I'm asking you what your attributes as far as how we get back to humanity. What was your attributes? What was your work being done? How long was you here? 9, 10 months?
It ain't no cranberry sauce at all.
You got a job.
Yeah, but
About 9, 10 months.
charge of the
What was your
same thing.
attributes? What is the body of work that you put in while you've been
Stuff
here?
the ball
Meanwhile,
here.
she
The whole
eating.
ball. I half of it, not a quarter of it.
Where's the
Stuff the whole ball.
This is Aya's home. This is Aya's what's her name? I thought there was more videos in this. Go hit the videos. This is Aya's page on YouTube. And we already know if we go down her timeline, if we go down her IG timeline, you know Aya is spitting that knowledge regardless. And it's not, listen, spitting the knowledge is not for carbonation. It's not even for everybody. It's for you. It's to keep you on the frequency. The knowledge, I tell you to speak the knowledge and keep the knowledge keep the knowledge, whatever you do, keep the knowledge, because that's what's going to keep you on the frequency of the kingdom of heaven. So it's not for them.
I don't know how much more of this I can take.
It's not for them, it's for you. I tell you that to condition yourself, because when you die, you got to die for you. I'm trying to keep you on frequency.
Oh, they die?
These people might not understand what we about.
They don't come back as birds or
They
something?
see the
They
human
die?
side. They see the human
I
side.
don't think they die. I
understand the
thought they
godly
multiply.
things that we're talking about. They don't understand the tongue that we speak. They don't understand the language. You know. So don't try to use your human side of this thing, and that's what they're looking at. They're looking at the humanity of it. They're like, oh, she's pregnant. You know what I mean? They're looking at the human side of it. We're looking at it from a God perspective, so it's hard for them to understand where we're coming from. But very little out there understand why we hold you to that certain degree, right? And we hold you to a certain standard. You can't compare yourself to Aya. Aya put in mad work. Aya been there. She been there when she delivered. She helped deliver Nana and baby Eliana. You can't put yourself on Aya's level. You can't even compare yourself to Aya. No, we always encourage everybody to change. Shasette didn't want to change. We gave her a chance. I was going to let her go, but she didn't jump off the water. And everybody said, give her another chance. What did I do? I said, she needs to go. Didn't I? I said, she.
Let me stop this right there. First of all, the girl is 8 months pregnant. At the time that he had her to jump off the cliff, she was about 6 months pregnant. So no, I wouldn't have jumped either. Idiot.
She needs to go. Everybody's watching. I said, she needs to go. Then what happened? I said, you know what? I'm going to give you another chance. You didn't do one line for me to say, hey, huh?
Mama Zion didn't either.
What are you talking about? Mama Zion didn't either. I thought Zion did allow.
No, she didn't. I don't think so. No.
So her time is coming. Mama Zion just got here. Her time is coming, but she's done other things, and you can't compare yourself to Zion, because Zion put in that work. She put in work in 2 languages. She put in work in 2 languages. You can't even compare yourself to Zion. That's not my point. My point is, where is your body of work? Where is your body of work? You've been here 10 months. Where's your body of work? Is what I'm saying to you. That's what God is going to ask you at the end of your life. Where's your body of work?
I thought you was God. Oh,
no. The universe is not going to say, where's your deeds? It's going to judge you upon your deeds. Where are your deeds?
So I wasn't putting
You tell me, where's it at? We want to see where the body of work at.
You said the only reason why you let me because I wasn't grown. You know what I'm saying? You was talking about how I wasn't grown.
No, I know the growth comes with the work. The growth.
Okay, I feel this is how I felt. Like, I felt like most of I was looking for somebody I feel like that's what you do. You know what I'm saying? I loved you so much, and I was like just trying to like, I don't know how I was supposed to do it or whatever. I was looking for you to like.
You were looking for me to do it for you, and I couldn't. Nah, that's what you're looking for. That's not how it works, man.
Somebody that is stronger in that area.
Yo, I am stronger. I inspire everybody every day. I inspire you every day. What are you talking about? Today I inspired you to go do this live. Today I inspired you to do this live. You would have never got on here had I not did what I did today. I inspired you every single day of the week. This is what I do. You can't make an excuse to say I didn't push you, because I pushed you. I always push you. What are you talking about?
She was belittling you.
Nah, that's not belittling you. Beloved, that's not belittling you. You think I'm belittling, that's how you perceive it. I'm not belittling.
Yeah, because that's how I am. I'm a sensitive person.
All right, well, you stay your sensitive ass over there. You stay your sensitive ass over there, because if you think that's what it is, then you stay your sensitive ass right where you at. And see how sensitive what the life is. Life is your sensitive ass. See how sensitive life gonna be with you.
That's good.
How?
Because it's like how you want somebody to push you, but you sensitive.
Exactly. See, you stay your sensitive ass right there. See how life gonna be sensitive with you. See how sensitive life is with you. Well, good.
You didn't have to push me now.
How sensitive is life? How sensitive has life been? How sensitive has life been with you? When you're stuck in your comfort, life will push you out. That's with anything in life and transformation. It is supposed to make you uncomfortable so that you can grow.
Facts.
You stay right there where you at and see how sensitive life gonna be with you. Because look at your father, look at everybody in your life. Are they sensitive to you? No, because reality is trying to tell you what? To grow. Reality is trying to push you.
I realized that. I realized
blame us then. Well, carbonation was your problems. I was your problem. There it is. You figured it out, didn't you? You figured it out. I was your problem. Now life should be nice and smooth for you, right?
I figured it out that I wasn't speaking up for myself.
Good. Now I hope you speak up for yourself and life will go right nice and smooth with you. But stop. Why you watching us still for? Why you still watching me if I'm not true? If carbonation was your problem, Chief was your problem, why you tuning into me still? You left, you gone. If I am fake, if I'm not the truth, why are you tuning into me still?
For fights.
For what? Oh, you tuning in to me for Pikes? Why you want to drag Pikes where you at? You know what we are. You know what we doing. Why you want to try to drag Pikes where you at? You know you ain't in the right place. Why you want to drag Pikes down there?
I'm not trying to drag him here.
Obviously, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. The same
Trying to cause trouble.
Bro, the same energy that we was telling you. Basically, I was trying to get you to come back, and you was like, nah, I'm not trying to come back. Woo, 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 right? And then once you hold up. You really want to expose what you were saying? Type shit. It's not to make you. Bro, you was saying shit like you never go see your child again. How does it feel? Like demonic shit. It was just like I don't really feel like. You never told me. You was like, I'm deciding not to come back. You feel like you have a great family over there. Like you're showing love. Your dad is showing you love that you never experienced before. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. So it's like, yo, you know what's funny? You know what's really funny? I would, yo, on some shit. I'd be like, I knew this was gonna happen, and I was like, that's why I didn't delete the messages. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna not delete the messages just in case you ever try to like say something. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm not gonna delete the messages, right? And then one night, you remember that night the phone kept going off? She deleted all the messages because she knows that if I pull them up, it will be evidence. That's why I have my reflections right here.
Oh, you know what's gonna happen at some point. Sorry.
And like people say, well, she's pregnant. It is what it is, brother. Being pregnant doesn't give you an excuse to be right. Disrespectful.
I don't have to explain that. I really don't. I don't have to explain what you were saying. That's a mind because you know what you said. Like, what do you mean? What did I say? You know what you said. It's that simple. So it's like, yeah. Anyways, what I was saying was the same energy that you were using. You were trying to get me to come to Jamaica, baby. And you was like, oh yeah, let's get the ticket. Let's get the ticket. Blah blah blah. And I'm like, we thought about that shit. Like, nah, the same energy that you're trying to get me to come back so I can see that the child delivered should be the same energy that you're using to come back. And it was like, it wasn't the same energy. You know what I'm saying? You didn't use that energy to come back. You're using that energy. Exactly. Right, exactly. So what she just said was a fact. You're trying to pull me to Jamaica or symbolic hell because you're not in your right mind, rather than you coming to me. So anyway, yeah, that's that. You know what I'm saying? And in the process, that whole shit, it was hurting me. It was like, yeah, that's how I feel about the situation, though. That's why I didn't reply to you because, like, I know you're gonna drain my energy type shit on some shit with questions like, "What did I say?" You know what you said. So now you're exposed. So exactly now what you just exposing yourself to what I'm saying to be true. You know what I'm saying? For you to be like, okay, what did I say? After I just explained that, it's like exactly what I'm saying that you're doing. Type shit. Questions like,
it's just like that.
It's obvious. I don't have to say much.
Okay, but then it turns back and hit you.
Yeah, you don't have to say much. Somebody else be speaking for you.
I speak for myself. I really do.
I realize when I speak
I'm speaking right now. You said what? What did you say?
You said something.
No one saying anything right now.
Like, what hurt me? What really hurt me was as soon as I put a life, and that wasn't even consent by me. Like, what was that all about? And then you said you was about to come, so I'm like, all right, since I'm so far along, and you tell me, you know how those tickets was. So I was like, all right, easier if you come. $1,000 for me to come back. So I'm like, all right, you can come here for a little bit and see the baby or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Go back to where you was if you want to go back, or if you want to stay, whatever you want to do. I'm like, all right, cool. And then the next day, he was like, no.
That don't make no sense. That don't make too much sense. It's like,
why don't make sense?
Because you like that hurt you, and it's like we asked you to come back, and you said no, I'm not coming back. So anything that happens over here, it's like, why is that hurt you?
After all of that happened, that's when I was like, yeah, because I already see how it is. You told me that you didn't even choose to be with what's her name?
Right. It's obvious type shit.
But she just told on me.
You said what? What happened?
She said you didn't even choose to be with what's her name. That's what she said.
Your whole points, everything you're saying is just it's not. No, it doesn't make too much sense because you should everything. I don't feel like draining my energy explaining. Like it just doesn't make too much sense to me why you hurt. It doesn't make too much sense why you blaming us. It doesn't make too. It's just like you point the finger. Yeah, right. Exactly. It's like you're pointing the finger like a motherfucker. And it's like why you're not gonna grow like that type shit. You're not gonna grow in that environment either. You're doing what you're doing right now. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna stay stagnant just like you were here. And I'm not about to vibrate to that. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna become me before I become you. And you, like you said, I'm not coming back. So it's like you hurting yourself type shit. You like, oh, that hurt. No, you had the chance to come back, so you hurting yourself at this point.
You came here by yourself, bro.
Right, exactly.
You came here by yourself. She came here by herself. Y'all both on your own journey type shit. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
It's my family. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you should have a lot of family. Your family on the way. Your family on the way.
Right.
Your family on the way. Her family on the way.
Right. Is your family on the frequency?
I'm here by myself.
Right. But any more questions though? Any more questions? Because that's what I feel about it.
I just want to know why you're so nonchalant about it.
I'm not nonchalant. I'm being very blunt. That shit hurt. Everything that you did hurt. That shit hurts. All the messages you sent hurt. This shit was not easy. It's not. No, I'm not being. Oh, I don't have no feelings type shit. It's like, bro, that shit hurt. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Shit hurt. You know what I'm saying?
Another question.
Okay.
Aww.
I know you're not cheap or whatever.
You said what?
You know, I said I know you're not cheap or whatever, but why you ain't fight for me? Why you go like that?
You said one, I am cheap. Two, what did you say? Why
Why
what?
you ain't fight for me? Why you let it go like that?
Yo, hold on. Pause.
Okay, so it's a little bipolar on her end because at this point she's driving me crazy.
Every day, like, yo, what's
So
good?
this is what I'm about to do.
You know what I'm saying?
I put the let me see if I can pin this real
Even
quick.
when you were here, I was going hard for you.
No,
And no matter what people were saying in the comments, shit like that,
I
that's
should
why I
have
ain't bothered
pinned
me.
it
It was like,
earlier.
oh, you a bitch ass nigga because you're not. I know for a fact what I was doing. All shit, and so do you, type shit. And you know
I'm
what I
just
was
gonna put it
texting
back in here.
all the time, trying to push you like, you gotta give me the knowledge.
The
Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Emotionally support you, everything, just support you to come be in your higher self.
These people only looking at it from the pure human.
Exactly.
They're looking at it from the human eye.
Exactly.
There's a God eye and then there's a human eye.
Right.
She's coming at you from a human
Right.
perspective. When she's coming at you in her higher self, she's talking lower self shit.
I know, and it's like, yeah, so like I was saying, that's true. You are your lower self. You're coming from like a human side. I'm saying, hold up. Let me see.
So that's the IG address if you guys want to go and take a look at it. But at this point,
You know the difference between that. You know what I'm saying? You're in your lower self expressing hurt from a lower. You know what I'm saying?
It's redundant.
Higher self. It was a balance. You're all the way. You know what I'm saying?
It's irritating.
Your higher self at all. You know what I'm saying? It was definitely a balance.
I'm sorry. I'm tired of listening to their voices. I got other stuff to do, stuff to get done, and So on the next episode of Love and Flip Flops, we will probably, have more to talk about because I'm sure they're gonna do something else doofus throughout the rest of the day. But that phone call was like not the least. Well, it's still going on, but she's being redundant. But one thing she did say was that she didn't speak up for herself, and basically she was telling him that he didn't really allow them to speak up for themselves, which is the truth. Anytime you say something against what he thinks or what goes along with what he teaches or whatever, he browbeats them. And he picks on them and he aggravates them and he brutalizes them. And so people refrain from really speaking. And then if they're sitting down, and you've noticed whenever they have the RNM or the real ninja moments, and he's sitting down and he's asking them things like that, either he's coaching them along what to say, or he's saying, no, what you was feeling was this, wasn't it? What you feeling is that, wasn't it? And if and then they have to go along and they have to kiss his behind and say pretty much what they want him to say. And if they don't, they pay for it. So it's just it's too much. Now on her behalf, she was always a little slow. She's all of them over there has something that they're running from, something that they're hiding from, or something that they're fighting against. Most of them are mentally imbalanced or what have you. So it's no secret that she's a little slow. So that's really a big reason for her redundancy. But with regard to the narcissist, you heard the horns come up. You heard that little narcissistic characteristic pop up, and you heard him when he started talking about it's about me. This is all about me. It's about my life. But in actuality, that particular interview was about another man and his baby. Another a man or woman and their baby. It had nothing to do with him particularly. So, anywho, I guess, like I said, all is fair in love and flip flops. So, on the next episode, we will update what we missed. I'll talk to you guys shortly, but I have something else coming up for you. Stay tuned. And it ain't carbonation. Thank you. I ain't saying I won't talk about it again. I'm just saying that ain't. Talk to you soon.